Hello. What we have in front of us is the Bendix style power steering linkage from underneath the 1955 Packard The Patrician. We have the control valve, which I have rebuilt and is in another video, and I will try to link it up above. The low pressure hose comes from here, the high pressure hose goes here. We have two high pressure hoses that run to the slave cylinder. These are not hoses that you can put hose clamps on. They're high pressure hoses, so you have to have the crimp fittings. We actually had to have these custom made. We couldn't find any that we liked. So we go from hoses to the slave cylinder to what they call the center link or drag link. The name is synonymous, they both mean the same thing. Then there's two inner tie rod ends, two adjuster sleeves, and two outer tie rod ends. And the next step is to try to put this in the car, and I'm going to show you as much of that as I can. The problem is that we're not on a lift, so it's not up in the air, so my camera angle is not going to be good. So here we go. Okay, it's gonna come.
I'm okay. Wherever you want to go, you go.
Come on. Looking like a beautiful car, well restored, just the way I want it.
Not over restored. Okay, where does it go? I don't know.
It goes up. It come through here.
Here, let me take my nut and washer off here. You want me to come through here?
Yeah.
Okay, coming through.
Hold on a second. I gotta take the nut off. Ooh, boy! Shoot it down from here.
Well, I didn't know which end went in which. Do you think it's the straight one?
I think it's a straight one.
Okay.
What mistake?
Well, I'm not sure quite where these go to.
Okay, let me see if I can give you an idea what it looks like in the car. What we have here is the outer tie rod end, and the adjuster sleeve, and the inner tie rod end. Now there is the power booster cylinder, which is connected to the frame. If we slide further under, these hoses are the hoses that run from the controller to the slave cylinder. Here's the slave cylinder and the drag link running side by side. This is the connection between the slave cylinder and the drag link. This is the idler arm, which allows you to hold up the drag link. And this is the inner tie rod end, the adjuster sleeve, and the outer tie rod end. We've got a perplexing problem. We're not really sure how these hoses run. This is close, but what we're going to do is mount the pump, and that'll give us a destination, and that'll help us find out where these hoses are supposed to go. So the next step in the installation process of putting the steering on the front of this 1955 Packard is to put the power steering pump on. We want to put the power steering pump on because we're not sure how the hoses should be routed, and we figure if we have a destination, that will allow us to route the hoses better. So here we go, let's put the pump on. Nice design here, only 2 bolts.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see if we can figure out
Clockwise?
it's right where it wants to be, right there.
Well, looks like the return one goes down where it's at. So it looks like this one should be switched.
Okay, so if we take it out and pull it down and put
I'm
it
going
back.
to take it out right here because it's pretty easy to get to. Okay, carefully pull up pressure side. No?
No, I'm being too careful.
Okay, now we're going to come in here. Hold on, okay, yep. Okay. Oh, this came off, huh?
Yeah.
Windex? No, not over there? That's all right. Oops, I got a little more than I bargained for. Well, I guess that's what I'm thinking happens, something like this.
We're going to chew up with some more hose someplace. Frame bracket.
Yeah. And you should have that, you had it somewhere in a bucket, in a cup. You had it in a cup, I think it's that cup in between the fan blades.
Yes.
Should be right about where they're at.
Like that.
Now I'm not sure if one side is larger than the other, and
In the bracket it is, in the cushion it is, but I tried it when it was out, it didn't make any difference.
oh, okay.
Come on, there we go.
Right?
So this is what we came up with for the routing of the hoses so far. We've got it screwed into the pump, and it runs along the head, over the valve cover, and down. It splits in between the bracket for the accelerator pump. Runs down from the valve cover, down along the transmission, goes through a bracket on the frame, and runs to the control valve.